in the Shed, featuring Adam Scott, Adam Gassel, Adam Munch, Bud Harbaugh. Everybody, are you ready to roll?
All right, Francis.
I don't know anything about the Ross.
Sunday, come down to the mountain bike shed and experience live action with mountain biking with Adam Gassel.
Recording, right?
I'll go close your door and then talk to me.
I will.
And talk sweet to me and don't be.
Tell him that you love him. Don't talk dirty.
Don't tell me who you love, Adam, other Adam.
Let's see. I'm going to work on trying to get Francis's computer to do something else. Hold on, Francis. You stay there. Don't move.
Sorry.
Don't move, boy. How do I grab your face? Where's the face tracking technology? I'm supposed to be able to track your face.
Do I need to stand closer?
Maybe. It's supposed to like auto frame you. Now move to the left. To the left.
How's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Sure, never mind.
Pick up my bike. So, black trucks.
Yep,
Now you can hear me.
I got you. Yeah.
Okay. What do you think of your Bobcat so far?
Well, my Bobcat is a little bit different than all the other Bobcats, as you know. It is a Bobcat Trail year of our Lord 2018, I believe, 17, 19. But I really like it. I enjoy the really flat head tube. I also enjoy the fact that I've got 2 tires on the front. It's a dually front. It's pretty cool. And I mean, that's the thing, right? It's right here. As you can see, I named it Ultra Jank after her owner.
All right. Well, I don't want to know anything more about that bike.
No, you do. See, it says Ultra Jank right there.
The dual stem system.
Yes, that is a double stem. I don't know if you noticed, but I have headlights because I've hit a couple of deer in recent times, and this keeps the deer away. But I've got it attached to a stem. Yeah, that's what's going on right there. I got the dual.
And you rode Bluffview with that, the new downhill trail.
I did at night.
At night.
Yeah.
Behind Mustache, in between Francis and Mustache.
Nice.
It was a little rough.
What'd you do this weekend?
Nothing. Worked. It's literally it.
You didn't ride anywhere?
No.
I know. Sunday I was going to ride, and then I saw all these big, huge clouds that were supposedly dropping down south into us, and they never came.
Yeah. I didn't have enough time to. Outside of work, I was doing stuff at home, so I would have gone out and ride. But
oh yeah, and you couldn't figure out how to put air in your tires at home.
That was only on Friday, though. So.
Ask me what I did this weekend.
What'd you do this weekend?
Pass. I'll tell you what I'm getting done this weekend. Get my hair cut.
Did I? Oh, probably shouldn't pick my nose on TV.
No, it's okay. I've done it a couple times. I do it more.
That's probably the least of my concerns.
I like Francis had his hands in his pockets a lot, and I was gonna say like, "Hey, you pocket pooling over there, Francis?"
Since you're not doing anything back there, why don't you just come out here and talk to us?
Yeah, that sounds great. All right, shop out.
So, did you know that the flood of '93? You remember the flood of '93 because we're older, right? Flood of '93.
Yeah, barely.
Okay, but did you know that that's one dude's fault?
No,
swear it is. He went to prison for life and is still in prison. He blew up a levee to mess with his ex-wife. And I swear, dude, you can do the research on your own time. But I just found this out a couple of years ago. But like the dude was trying to mess with her or something. He blew up a levee. That levee ended up causing damage. And downstream, which is where we are, that's when the flood of '93 happened. And to destroy national tragedy. The dude was like, I know how I'm going to do this. I'm going to pull up this. Oh, it was a beaver dam or something like that he was not wanting. But I know it was some dude, single dude, who blew up a levee to get that product.
I've never heard this.
He's in life. He's life for prison. I swear. I know it's weird. I never heard of
When
it.
did people find out about this?
I don't know if it was available for information on our end because I don't know if anybody ever asked questions like that back in '93. We're not like, how this flood happened? It was probably the government. No, we do that now. That's back then. They're like, I guess it was God. You know.
I remember in school talking about like the flood and this like
Because of
100-year
levee,
flood or whatever.
Because of levee.
They left that detail out.
Well, the levee part was always in there. But what wasn't in there was that it was like Jack.
What's the levee part
It
in
was
there?
Jack. Oh yeah, it was. Because that's okay. So when it started flooding Fenton the moment the levee flooded.
Okay.
And it came out and actually, like, I think it killed a couple families. Like, there was people living in the valley that like washed their houses completely away, but ultimately ended up causing more structural damage than anything. I mean, you can't replace life, and
No.
But either way, so that's that guy's fault. Just so try not to like do too much
Don't
geologic
blow up
upsetting. Yeah, if you do something too big, just know you could hurt somebody.
Yeah, that's terrible. Dude.
Like, I'm gonna make a firework so great. Like, no, you shouldn't. Maybe not.
I made a cool firework and then it went into my neck right here.
Nice. Oh, did it?
It went in next to my esophagus and then stopped all the way past my artery, whatever, carotid artery.
So it was a bullet.
Well, it was a candle lighter.
Okay.
And it completely disappeared the metal part on the end of it.
Oh my.
And then it flattened out the top part.
Just by holding it, or because you were lighting something?
Because I blew something up in my face.
Oh.
And then all I had left was the plastic part. All the metal was gone. It flattened out the top inch. It was the size of a razor blade in the shape of it.
And you just
And
went,
it went in my neck
close
right
in
here.
my neck, guys. I gotta go.
Yeah. I was out in Washington and we go to the ER and they were like, oh, lucky for you, like this surgeon just happened to be stopping by. So it was like,
He's like, hey, there you go.
So I was like, that's awesome. This dude looked like he was like 22 years old.
Yep.
He looked like Francis, a lot like Francis. Very Doogie
Their minds are together at that age.
This dude was knuckles deep in me. Dude.
Yeah.
Knuckles deep.
Just like making like sucking sounds and.
Ew.
I don't remember that part, but
I'll tell her
he had like scissors. He was cutting stuff away, and he was just knuckles deep. He didn't want to make a new hole back here. I was like, just make a new hole back here. I don't care about stitches.
Was he whistling? That's what I would do.
No.
Like,
He did pull it out though. I still had
Fix it in
the
the neck.
razor blade. It's at my dad's house. I almost actually grabbed it the last time I was over there.
do what you say with my firework.
It is the
explosion.
shape and size of a razor blade. You can see the vent holes from the big plastic. That's when I got my first traumatic brain injury. Nobody told me in 2007 though I had a traumatic brain injury.
Yeah, because they didn't know. They
Dude.
was traumatic brain injuries. Then.
It took me fracturing my skull in September.
They're like, hey,
To figure it out.
Yeah, and then I'm like, they were like, oh, everything's different, eh? And I'm like, no, exactly the same.
when you get into
Like,
an old
nothing's
guy's,
changed.
you get into an old guy's chest after he's had a heart attack, you're like, looks like he's had 9.
Well,
And the guy's like, I don't know.
they were talking about explosions and stuff, and I was like, oh, you can get head injuries that way. And then it hit me. I was like, oh, that's how everybody in the military all got their TBIs and PTSD and stuff all came.
Because they didn't know.
From
Yeah, everybody's hush
concussion
hushing it. Yeah, all kinds
Nobody
of
even
crazy.
brought it up, dude. And when I brought it up with my family and everybody was there at the time, they were like, oh yeah, nobody said anything about that. I'm like, they were worried about that hole in your neck,
Mine was a sparkler bomb that I did. And it came rocketing at me because if you do a sparkler bomb wrong, it turns into a very high thrust rocket. And because it doesn't explode, instead it burns out the end that you didn't tape up as well, and it came at my face.
I think that you bring up a good point of like I wouldn't ever want to tell people to be safe with fireworks.
I don't.
Because had I not had my explosion, I would not be sitting here right now. It changed how I do things, how I look at things, and why I like to go outside.
Often, if you tell somebody not to do something, doesn't that give them a greater drive in order to do it?
But I think a little bit of adversity, blowing off a finger.
Yeah, like a Roman candle in the face.
Permanent head damage.
Like a little burn mark. Because everybody gets things. You get the worm
adversity to improve. And I think
You have to.
That's good.
So you bring that point up about kids. It's like, oh, I want my kids to have everything I didn't have. And then you do that, and you're like, well, now my kids are spoiled ass brats.
Were you allowed to shoot fireworks when you were a kid?
Yeah.
You guys go in the backyard, shoot bottle rockets in here?
Throw saw blades. You ever throw a saw blade? You ever
Up in
step
West
dad down
County,
back?
that's illegal. Or we how old are you?
20.
So I'm guessing you were under 13 when you were shooting fireworks
I
off
mean, I still
in St. Louis County.
So
Wait, is it illegal for you to shoot?
in St.
It's
Louis,
illegal.
Are you
You
serious?
can't buy them here or nothing, dude. You gotta
Jefferson
go to
County.
you gotta
County.
drive like 30 minutes to nearest fireworks.
That's insanity, man.
Or you have to have them personally delivered to you from UPS.
Like, can you have your daddy help you?
No.
I'm just serious.
No, adults can't. No
Oh,
one
they
can.
cannot help you.
No.
No one can.
Till 21.
No, yeah.
You can fight and die for your country. Hold a freaking.
Eureka's got a community page that everybody's in around here.
Is it?
And the common like post that everybody jokes around about. What was that boom? What was that noise?
What was that?
Every time somebody shoots a firework off, dude.
I mean, you guys do
If
know
you
you
hear
live on a fault
anybody
line.
hears a firework, they immediately run to
Is that
Facebook.
a
What was that noise?
There's a fault line.
Just that, like, and people do it now to be ironic.
10 feet away from this building, there's a huge fault line. Like even in, I think it was whatever 1800s was.
Where they're digging that hole?
No, no. So when you drive out of Eureka going towards Highway W, you actually see it on your left-hand side. It's a big rock structure and it's got a big cut through it. And that's the big asphalt we live on.
Do you remember the earthquake?
Yes, I was awake for it.
I was too.
3:30 in the morning.
Yes, I was.
I know. So like everybody's like, I was awake. I'm like, bullshit, you were. Because I was awake being neurotic. Like I was just being awake. And like my dog, she freaked out for like maybe like a minute before it even happened. And all of a sudden, and this is my thoughts. I thought it was a ghost. Because I'm stupid, right? I hear
No, that's not stupid, Tom.
Okay, I felt this thing.
Everyone who was awake thought that.
I was a ghost. I was like, my bed shook, my stuff, my cabinet shook. I was like, it's a ghost. Like, there's no way about it. I'm a scientist. It's a ghost.
Okay, so I had 2 movies at that time. I was living in a trailer in Arnold in Rex Air.
Okay.
And lived by myself.
Yeah.
I had 2 movies.
Yep.
One was Airplane,
Mm-hmm.
and then for some reason I had Signal. I think I just bought it at Walmart
Good
for like
movie,
25 cents.
Yeah.
But if you remember, Signs.
Yeah, science.
Signs.
Yep.
And,
M. Night Shyamalan.
yeah, and then there's like aliens, and they're doing things in the crop field, and then they try to get into the house. He boards up the house.
Tell me that happened to you at that.
As soon as the aliens started banging
You're
on
like, no!
the freaking thing, and it was like,
Not me!
So I had all my windows up in the trailer. You know how trailer windows are.
Yes.
They don't really lock
They
in
don't
place.
shut either, really.
No, so I had them all open. So as soon as these aliens start going in on this thing, then the earthquake hit, all my windows just slam shut.
Whoa! Holy shit. You're fucking peeing on yourself. And you know what? They didn't give us any indication it was an earthquake. I had to like call friends at 3:30 in the morning. Like, hey, bro.
So scary.
I put myself in that
It
situation.
had to have been at
No way.
least 12 years ago now.
Okay,
That's
I was
insane.
alive for it.
Yeah, but it was.
I was working at Home Depot.
Was
I
it
remember,
12?
here's how good of an employee I am. I was making like $7.25 an hour working part-time.
Ow.
As soon as I realized what had happened, I immediately got dressed and drove up to Home Depot because I'm like, I know some shit fell up or they're going to need help.
Yeah. You're like, they need some freaking help. They got backs. We got a 1019. You got a 1019.
No one needed to call me and tell me. I wasn't worried if I was getting clocked in. I just knew
crazy.
that if there was an earthquake and that my work, we pile stuff up.
You know, it wasn't even a big earthquake. It was they capped it out at like a 3.0.
And I got there and there was like 6 other people there.
Nothing fell at my house.
That was what I think that's what men think. Like, is like we have to like move.
It was